Hi, my name is Juliana Mitchell, and this is a video on one of the pregnancy common discomforts, which is tightness, stiffness, ache between the shoulder blades. Of course, there can be different sources for discomfort anywhere in the back. So I just want to name that if your discomfort is radiating, stinging, really sharp, uh, demands all of your attention, please mention it to your wellness provider and see what they have to say. But for common garden variety discomfort, aching between the shoulder blades, we're going to do about probably 5 minutes of some simple exercises, some of which will be standing, some of which will be seated on the ground. If being seated on the ground is impossible for you, you could sit in a chair instead. And then we're going to do some poses where we're kneeling, but our arms are up over either a chair or maybe the front of your couch. So, that being said, we're going to stand. You'll need a chair or the front of your couch. And additionally, I'd love you to have a strap and a cushion to sit up on and to pad your knees when we are on the knees. So, again, a place to stand, a chair or a sofa to put your arms up and over, something to sit up on when the time comes, a cushion, or some padding for your knees, and a strap. So, come to stand. And stand well. How wide the feet will be will likely need to be different than how wide they needed to be before you were pregnant. So you might step the feet just a little bit wider, maybe even armpit distance apart, and seek to have the pinky toe blades of your feet parallel to the degree possible. A head forward position is at the root of many, if not most, of the pregnancy discomforts. So if you are looking at a laptop that's down on the ground, as often as you can, look away from me and just look forward so that the cheekbones under your eyes are parallel to the distant horizon. And from there, close your eyes and just rock your hips softly for a few cleansing breaths. Hips could rock side to side or forward back. They might rock in circles. We're just drawing a line in the sand that this moment is different from the other moments of our life where we are problem solving or doing whatever it is that you do. We're drawing a line in the sand that now is time to just come into, to listen to, and feel the body and the breath. Moving your hips gently for maybe one more inhale, maybe one more exhale. And then coming into a stillness when you're ready, put one open hand on your low belly, one open hand on your heart. I'll count out 3 breaths. You don't need to breathe in my breath rhythm, just I'm counting 3 breaths to keep us focused and anchored together. Inhaling as you are, feel the breath as it enters your body. Exhaling as you are, observe and feel the breath as it departs. No need to strain. That was 1. Inhaling the breath, you're breathing for yourself and your baby. Exhaling the breath, observing that you are breathing for 2. Go at your own breath's rhythm. That was 2. Inhale, long, silky inhale. And exhale, long, silky exhale. And from there, allow eyes to open if they were closed and drop the arms. 3 times bring your head forward. And by forward, I don't mean forward and down. I mean just straight forward, like a turtle coming out of its shell, as though your jaw is on the sand. Feel that because I want us to figure out creating the opposite of that. And now reverse that action, gliding the sides of your throat back until your earlobes seem to stack over the outer seam of your pants and your outer ankles. Let's do it again. Glide forward. I call that pigeoning forward or turtle out of shell. Yeah. And now pigeon back until your throat is over the back of your birth canal. One more time, pigeon forward, turtle slides its head out of its shell. One more time, gliding back, let the jaw be relaxed, breathing here. As often throughout your day as you can bring your head over your body, it will benefit everything, your breath, baby's positioning potentially, how you feel in your body. Keeping your head drawn back, and if you forget what that means, you can just pigeon forward. Ah, yes, opposite action, drawing back. But keeping the sides of the throat drawn back, inhale shoulders to your earlobes. And as you exhale, sigh audibly out the mouth as you drop those shoulders down. Do it again. Inhale through the nose holes if you can, shoulders up. Exhale. Drop those shoulders. A third and final time. Bring your arms forward and up, look up, let them drop all the way back, wide, and down. Some pregnant persons feel dizzy when they stretch the arms up. If this makes you feel dizzy, just skip it. But if it's working for you, look down to see the arms come forward as you inhale, arms go up. Exhale, sigh out the mouth as you drop the arms back. Several more times. Look forward, inhale, arms forward and up. Arms drop back. Inhaling, arms forward and up. Exhale. This is circumducting the shoulders. One more time. Let's repeat our simple sequence. And you might imagine standing from your desk, standing from your couch several times a day, choosing to stand well, and just take a moment to rock your hips in space. Side to side, forward, back, circles. Maybe one more breath as you move the pelvis, move the spine. And then find yourself in a steady stillness. 3 times observe what sink forward feels like. You might feel that that pulls on your low back. It pulls on the upper and mid back too. And then glide the throat back, which will allow the shoulders to fall into their line of more optimal ease. Do it twice more. Come forward. That's just for exploratory contrast. Drawing back, you're reminding the body how to stack your crown over your root. A third and final time forward, a third and final time back. Jaw soft. It's the neck that's doing this action. 3 times inhale, shoulders to ears. 3 times exhale, sigh audibly as you drop the shoulders. One last time. And now, arms up, inhaling, look up, exhale, drop back, sighing. A few more times. Last time. Let your right arm reach out, right thumb down, and wrap the arm around behind you. Relative to texting, hunching over a computer or a cutting board or whatever else throughout the day, this is a huge opening. So you don't need to do more. Please listen to your body. But you might, if it would feel respectful, take your left hand to your right wrist or forearm and just gently bring the arm a little further. If you start to feel numbness, tingling, pain, soften, come out of it a bit. But if it's feeling good, stay there. Shoulder plugs back. There's a sense of lifting the front of the armpit, and you might bow your left ear to your left shoulder. Drop the jaw, breathe out the mouth. The jaw is open enough as though somebody could give you a spoonful of your favorite food, and you might even bring your left fingers up to the shoulder, to the neck. One more breath. And then if you're using the hand as a massage tool, drop it, head over body, release the right arm. Right arm might feel a little longer than the left arm now because you have lengthened these tissues, which can draw the arm up, dropping that arm. Let's do the other side. Left arm out, left thumb down. Take a moment in your soft, where you landed position. And acknowledging that just this is a huge opening relative to many things in modern life. And so often if I'm on a YouTube, a Zoom call with family or other such as that, I might just put both my arms gently behind my back body to make sure I'm staying open at front body and not dragging on back body. As with before, you could stay here. You don't have to involve the right hand wrapping the left arm more deeply, but you might. And if you did that and it feels like too much, back out of it. Head could stay in the center, or it's optional, drop the weight of your head to the right. Head is heavy, let it go if you choose to. And then let the jaw open and breathe through the mouth. So you feel the air go in and out the mouth. Perhaps the right hand massages the muscles at the top of the shoulder here, your upper trapezius. Perhaps you gently massage the side of the throat and neck. Maybe one more breath. Remember, you can skip anything at any time for any reason. And your readiness, right arm drops, head over body, surrender the left arm. So that's it for our simple standing sequence. What I'm going to invite you to do now is to come into a kneeling position. And I'd love there to be a cushion, a blanket, or a towel under your knees. And you're going to need to play with, for the distance of your arms, the distance of your torso, how close to the chair or couch you put yourself. But you're going to end up, so there's padding under your knees, and so you can climb your arms forward. Again, if arms reaching along the ears causes dizziness in your pregnancy, you can skip this one. So your hips will be over your knees. That's to say your thighs will be perpendicular. Arms reaching forward, long spine. And this alone might feel like a useful stretch for some. Try not to tuck the tail. But some of you might choose to now drop the right hand to the ground and climb the right hand a little on the ground under the left arm and a little forward as you look underneath your arm, breathing there. One more breath. And take a moment to come upright. You might bring your hands to your thighs, roll out your shoulders both ways. Let's do the other side. Reaching forward, lengthening forward. Right arm reaches long onto the chair as the left arm drops. And the left arm creeps to the right and a little forward as I look under my armpit, as I look under my arm, just taking a moment to breathe there. Coming back into the center. Coming back, upright. You might move the shoulders. Give a good rich sigh. So that's it for our kneeling on a cushion, arms over a chair or couch. Now I'd like to sit on a cushion, but it could be a towel or a blanket. Give yourself a little bit of height to sit cross-legged on. That being said, if being seated on the ground cross-legged is not comfortable for your body, you could sit at the edge of a chair or at the edge of the couch. If you choose to sit on a chair or a couch, sit all the way forward so that instead of your spine being supported by the couch behind you, your spine is supporting you. And if that's not possible for a given practitioner, reach out to me and feel free to ask for some alternatives. So go ahead and just place a strap on your right shoulder. Just leave it there for the moment. And being seated here, just roll out your wrists a little bit. As you roll out your wrist, you might stretch the fingers. Maybe one arm gets massaged by the other. Forearm, wrists, hands, and fingers. This is a great thing to do, not just during pregnancy, but But also once you're holding a newborn for many, many hours a day, it's creating a little softness, a little good circulation moving through the body. Reach your right arm up and then tap between the shoulders. And if reaching the arm up straight doesn't work for you, you could begin by touch the shoulders and lift the elbow up. And if both of those cause dizziness, instead wind that right arm around behind you to your comfort. So either up first and then tap down, or touch first and then elbow up. Let the left hand now come up to the peak of your right elbow and wrap it in, breathing here. If you are here, just breathing here. Those of you with your right hand down back body, you might reach for and grab the strap. And then left arm out to the side, left thumb down. Bring the wrist towards back body. And if your right forearm is behind you, you could just double cross the arms here, sitting with a proud chest, a little quality of pigeon back. But if your right arm is between your shoulder blades at the strap, maybe the left hand starts to climb up the strap. In any case, skip any of these details that don't work for you. I'm going to add the possibility of a side bend now, which you could include or not. Lengthening up and over, right butt cheek heavy. Maybe one more breath. And come back up into the center and allow the arms to release. A breath. Move the strap to the other shoulder. We'll simply do the other side, arm out and up, dropping down. If you find that that path makes you dizzy, maybe touching your shoulder first and swinging the elbow up helps you not be dizzy. And if any of those make you dizzy, just wrap the arm. And then if your left hand is dropping back between the shoulders, you might reach for your strap. The right hand might find the peak of that left elbow. But again, if that left arm is wrapped around behind your waist, you can breathe with that left arm wrapped and the right hand just resting on the body. But maybe eventually, in any case, right arm out, right thumb down, and right arm wraps. Perhaps the left hand reaches for the strap. So you might be here, you might be here. And in any case, you could stay in the center, or you might side bend, or you might side bend, left butt cheek heavy. Mouth soft. As you continue to breathe, come up into the center, then just release your arms. We're done with the strap for now. Go ahead and put it aside and switch the cross of your legs. You might tap the circulation up and down the legs first, seeking to sit with even weight on both butt cheeks. And then from here, just like you're wrapping a scarf with your right hand over your left shoulder. The right hand up and over. And then the palm of your left hand will come just above the elbow at the upper arm. And just give a little nudge back for a moment. And release, do the other side. Left arm flies back. Right hand gently nudges. And release. Right arm on top, left arm underneath. Crisscross the arms. And you might imagine your fingers reaching wide enough to find your shoulder blades. Open up the shoulder blades on back body. That's to say round back body and bow the head. Lifting the chest, lifting the gaze. Peel the arms open into what I'll call goalpost or cactus. And then opposite arm on top. Let the fingers climb back. Imagine you're broadening the shoulder blades like you're opening elevator doors on back body. Bow the head. Breathing into back body. And then lift the chest, lift the gaze, open out to cactus. Hands behind you. You might come to tented fingertips, fists, or open palms. Lift the chest. We're going to add in what's called lion's breath. Lion's breath helps to relax the jaw, which helps to realign the neck, which helps with the shoulders and honestly with everything else. So for lion's breath, inhale through your nose holes. Exhale, stick out the tongue. Twice more. Inhale, slow, steady breath through the nose holes. Exhale. Third time, try and get as much of the tongue outside the face as you can. Tongue in the mouth, hands on the lap. Let the right arm cross over, left arm cross under, and you might stay in this shoulder hug, or you might wind to eagle arms. Yogi's choice. Pick what feels comfortable. In any case, elbows up a bit, look up a bit, elbows down a bit, look down, round the upper back. Do it again. A couple times. The next time you've lifted the elbows and the gaze and the heart and bowed the elbows, rounded the upper back and bowed the head, stack the head up on top of your body. And whether you're in shoulder hug or eagle, take a breath. And then yawn the arms wide. Land on fingertips, knuckles, or open hands. Lift the chest, lion's breath. Tongue in the mouth. Hands on the thighs. Notice if you're sitting on or behind your anus, and notice that in my demonstrating what that looks like, I've just aged my body by like 20 years. And it has, oh my gosh, so many unwanted effects for breath, for spine. If you're seated on or behind your anus as best as you can, sitting more up and over the genitals, and remember the pigeoning back of the neck. Left arm on top, right arm underneath. Allowing yourself to stay here, or you might wind into your eagle arms. In any case, elbows down, round the upper back, bow the head, lift the chest, jaw soft as you rise the elbows looking up. A couple more times, just rounding and lifting. Whether you're in eagle arms or the shoulder hug. And sitting tall. Last time for now, open the arms into this cactus shape and think into the muscles between your shoulder blades. And just imagine that they are there to hold you up, to hold your head up, and to hold your arms up. Take a breath here, and then backstroke the hands last time. Lift the chest, inhale to prepare to exhale, lion's breath. Tongue in the mouth, hands on the lap. Let your elbows hang under your shoulders instead of in front of your shoulders. Collarbones wide, pigeon back. You might draw the flesh of the underbutt, and what I mean by the underbutt is where your bum meets the top of your thighs. You might draw the underbutt back and wide so that you're not seated on your anus, seated forward. Closing eyes, palms could rest on your lap, or maybe one hand to belly and one hand to chest. We'll just take a couple of cleansing breaths here together to conclude our practice time. You might just gently remember you're breathing for 2. Lips soft. One more inhale here, and the exhale that follows. And then leaving the chest bright, you might just lightly bow the face down, looking into your heart, looking down into the baby's heart, taking a moment to thank yourself for making time to practice yoga and for being exactly you. And thanking this baby on board for being a part of your yoga practice and for being them, exactly them. And from the depth of my heart to that space in you and your baby's heart, I thank you both for those things too. Peace to you, peace to your baby, peace to your growing family. Namaste.